everybody's doing good. It's been a while, I know. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you read the description, then you know that I am pregnant. And yes, maybe it's weird to some people, but I did keep my 2 pregnancy tests. I just cherish them and I don't want to throw them away. So yes, I'm pregnant, technically about 13 weeks today. I just came back from the doctors and I got to see baby who is growing so much inside my belly. It's like amazing. Like I've been, for the first trimester, I've been seeing my doctor every other week, and each time it's like the progress and the growth is just amazing. It's like incredible, unbelievable. So this video is to answer some questions that a lot of you have sent me through Instagram about the first trimester. So I asked you guys if you have any question, because for me personally it has been so helpful when I found out that I was pregnant to have a little group of young pregnant women through Instagram who were just so open to answer all my questions, sharing how they feel. And I don't know, I just felt amazing and supported and comforted and reassured. So that's why I'm making this video, because I feel like I want to share my experience. First of all, I want to start by telling you that don't think that one experience is going to be exactly like the other. So I'm making this video just to share my personal experience, and in the hopes that maybe it can comfort you if you're pregnant right now and maybe you're experiencing things that are similar. But it's totally fine if the way you live your pregnancy in your first trimester is completely different. It's okay, we're all different and each pregnancy is beautiful. So let's jump right in. I'm gonna go get the questions. Okay, so first question, congrats, thank you so much. Do you feel differently already? Do you feel baby H in your womb? In case you don't know, our baby's name for now is baby H. H is for Hamilton because that's our last name, but we don't know the sex yet. And H is not the first letter of the first name. So do I feel different already? And do I feel the baby in the womb? I wish I did. For now the baby is way too small for me to feel it. I don't like saying it because it's like a whole human, but to feel him or her, too small, because baby is actually about the size of a kiwi right now. But baby is definitely moving a lot. Like I got to see it on the scan, and baby is just having a party in the womb, but just too small for me to feel it. Do I feel differently? Of course I feel differently. My breast is getting bigger. Some days I feel more tired. Some days I feel out of breath if I walk up the stairs, but not every day. It just happens like at random moments. I'm definitely more hungry, I do feel different. I mean, it might sound cliche and everything, but once you are pregnant you really become a different person. Okay, so next question, what are your cravings? Do you have any symptoms? If yes, how do you manage? I'm curious. And I'm glad you're curious. Okay, so my cravings are very weird because they change from one week or one day to another. But I have to say that at the beginning of my pregnancy, well, I'm still at the beginning, but in the very first weeks, I didn't really experience cravings. I experienced food aversions. So there are a lot of things that I used to eat a lot before pregnancy that I cannot stand right now. I cannot look at it. I cannot see pictures of it. I just don't want to see it. So raw raw leafy greens is one of them, and cruciferous. As you know, as you might or may not know, I used to eat a lot of raw before getting pregnant, which I'm very grateful for because it really prepared my body for being as healthy as it is now. And I truly believe that it's also contributing to helping me carry a healthy baby and feeling great throughout my pregnancy. But I ate it so much, and then when I was like about 3 to 4 weeks pregnant, but I didn't know that I was pregnant at the time, I started to be very disgusted and annoyed by the raw salads. So that there's that. So at the beginning of the pregnancy, I really had to, it was not more about what I was craving, but more about what can I tolerate now, because a lot of things just didn't seem appealing to me. So I really had to think about what I want to eat, what I feel like my body is not going to feel disgusted by right now. I didn't throw up, so that's amazing. So yeah, food aversions was my main symptom, and at some point I got very sleepy early on during the day. So there's that. And how about the only, oh my god, yeah, I almost forgot, and that's like maybe the most important part. If you're new to my channel, I am a plant-based eater. So vegan, well, I don't want to say vegan because like I eat honey, and I feel like when you choose to say vegan, there's like so many things that are attached to it. For example, like I eat honey, but I'm more plant-based, so I don't eat meat and animal protein. However, the first and only time so far that I have experienced real pregnancy craving is when I craved chicken. I came home one day and it was late, and the only thing that I felt like I wanted to eat was chicken, and not any chicken. It was a specific type of chicken. It's a chicken like drumsticks cooked in Creole sauce. But it's something that my sister and I, we used to love so much growing up. And in that particular week, it's like my brain started going back to things that I really liked as a kid. It was very weird. So, and sure, just things that I really liked as a kid. And I really craved that chicken. So I was like, you know what, let's not overthink it. Let me just go to bed, and then I'll wake up tomorrow and it will probably be gone. And I woke up the next morning, and guys, I kid you not, it was, I thought I had experienced pregnancy cravings before, but they were not pregnancy cravings before. They were just things that I felt like eating. That morning, it's like my body was telling me, now I want the chicken and Creole sauce with boiled plantain, and that's all I'm gonna have now. And the first thing I did was talk about it to my mom, and I talked about it with my friend Pam just to see their reaction. I was like, you know what, this is how I'm feeling right now. And they were like a little surprised, but they were not like shocked. So they were like, okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna prepare it, so it's gonna be there. And once I was like, you know what, just put it on the table once it's ready, and when I see the plate and when I see the dish, my body will decide if it still wants it or if it's just very disgusted by it. And next thing you know, it was ready, and I just ate it. I ate it. It was good. I filmed a video for my sister because she was like, oh my god, you have to film this. Filmed it, ate it, and I was done with it. So that was the most interesting part of my pregnancy so far, I would say. Okay, so next question. Let's see. Okay, so someone asked if I have cravings for food that I don't usually eat. So the only thing is really that one time that I had the chicken. But besides that, I crave, oh yeah, like salty crackers. It's not something that I use. I wasn't a big snacker before at all, but since being pregnant, it's like I'm hungry every 20 minutes, so I have to snack. So bonbon guayina is one of the things that I really like to eat right now. What else? Yeah, besides that, it's just like white rice, potatoes, barbecue sauce. And weirdly, I really like very bland foods. So like boiled potatoes with a little bit of salt, but nothing complicated. So the funny part is that now I have to avoid all the pages that I used to love following on Instagram, like vegan bowls and stuff like that, because it's just too much food on the plate. If I see too many different foods on the plate, it just seems so disgusting to me, guys. Like I can see like a little bit of rice and a little bit of potatoes and maybe like some beans on the rice, but that's fine. But if I see like beans, tofu, broccoli, potatoes, okay. How do you manage your autoimmune condition while pregnant? This is a very good question. Fortunately, thank God, I prepared myself very well before, when I was eating highly raw for a long period of time in 2019. And this was with the goal of, you know, like getting healthy, and I did that. So I was very healthy before getting pregnant, and so far I'm 3 months pregnant and I have no symptoms, no manifestation of the autoimmune disease. I'm gonna put some information below about that for people who are just starting to follow. But I suffered from lupus for maybe 8 years, but then I followed a raw vegan protocol that has the goal of regenerating your cells and getting the disease under control, or in the best cases just not appear in your labs anymore. So that's what has worked for me so far, and I'm very grateful to say that so far I don't even have to do much to manage it because I feel so good. I just started working out again a few days ago. I try to stay hydrated. I can't drink as much water as I did before, but just keeping the basics, and I don't know, I just feel like my body was just prepared for that. Thanks for asking. Being does being pregnant got you closer to your husband, or do you feel like you already love baby H more? That's a good question. I'm gonna try to answer it in the most honest way that I can, because I don't want to be like, oh my god, like just say something just to say it. But if I'm being 100% honest, I cannot say yet because baby H is not here yet, and because baby H is still so small. But what I will say is that one day I woke up, it was February 15th in the morning, and I woke up, and for the first time in my life I felt what it is to love your baby. And I know it was very early because I was only about 9 weeks pregnant, but that morning I woke up and I felt so overwhelmed by the love that I was feeling inside, and I cried, guys. I cried so much. It's like I was on my bed and I was like, oh my god, I love baby H so much, and I could do anything for baby H. I could do any sacrifice. I just felt like it was something that I had never felt before. And at that moment I realized that it's not that I love baby H more or that I love my husband more, but it's two very, very different kind of love. And maybe I will be able to answer that more or to elaborate more once baby H is here. but that's what I felt at the moment, if that makes sense. Next question: what type of delivery are you interested in, at a hospital or in a pool, etc.? Very, very good question. And I've always been very fascinated and intrigued by water home birth, and that's definitely an experience that I think that I want to do at some point in my life. And I really thought that that's what I would go for my first pregnancy, because I'm so into everything natural and everything. So I really thought before that I would be like, for sure, home birth. But when I actually got pregnant, I felt more comfortable for my first pregnancy to just have a delivery at the hospital. And then what I'm thinking is that for my next pregnancies, for my next deliveries, I'll have like maybe a home water birth. So that's what I feel comfortable with right now. So basically, it's really something that you have to go with your gut feeling for. Sometimes you might think that you want something, and then when the moment comes, it just changes. So then again, I don't know when the time approaches if I'm gonna change my mind, but that's what I feel comfortable with for now. What else? First, congrats. It's so exciting to see you expanding your little family. Was it scary to decide on making a baby? Actually, we didn't actually decide. Well, we were planning on starting, but when it happened, it was just a complete surprise. I will put the link to the blog post where I just described how we found out we were pregnant, and you can just go on that link and read all about it. Okay, so next question. That one just blew my mind away, guys. So the person asked, is it true, how does it feel for skinny people like us? Because I know there's so much myth about it. So I had to ask that person, like, what are the myths about skinny people being pregnant? Because I've never heard such thing. She said that I heard that if your stomach is too skinny, you have to put some weight to hold the baby and for the baby to go through. That's why I'm so scared of pregnancy in general, because no matter what, I don't gain too much weight. And I was just mind blown. Like, guys, I'm Haitian, I live in Haiti, and I've heard many things, but I promise you, I've never heard that before. And to me, it was so sad that just things like that can put fear in the hearts of young women, because this young lady is legit scared of pregnancy because of what they've told her, because they said, oh my god, if you're skinny, you're not going to be able to hold your baby. And guys, what I have to say about this is just, you have to focus on one thing. Nature knows what to do and when to do it. God has not made a mistake when he created you the way that he created you. Unless you're overweight or underweight and need to gain or lose weight for health reasons that can affect you during the pregnancy, you have nothing to worry about. It's not a specific type of woman or specific shape of woman who can get pregnant, but every woman and every body is equipped to get pregnant. Even if you're skinny, thicker, or whatever, your body will adjust. That's why when you're pregnant, your belly expands, because it knows how to stretch itself so it can carry your baby. So just, if you have heard that before, and if you have let the fear take root in your heart, please just take it out and just know that your body will know what to do in due time. We have other questions. Yeah, and someone asked again, congratulations again, were you guys trying or did it just happen? And also, will you continue to do the tours? So I also told that person to go on the link that I'm going to list below, so you can just click on it and read all about how we found out, if we were planning or not, etc. I detailed everything in the video. And if I still do the tours, if you guys don't know, I'm the owner of Minimla Tours, and I do tours in Haiti and outside of Haiti. So in 2020, I will not have any group trips, but what I do is that I do plan trips. So I don't go with you, but I'm still planning trips, and if you're open to having another staff member to go with you, I can still plan trips, but I'm not myself hosting any trips. But a lot of people are still asking me to plan their trips, and I'm doing that right now. With the coronavirus, everything is just on standby, but before that I had people who were asking me to plan trips, and everything went just fine with doing that. But you can rest assured that in 2021 I will have a lot of great surprises. You can check out minimla.com and just subscribe and just wait for the announcements. Let's see, I think that was it. Okay, so someone asked, what is your exercise routine now? What can you eat? What do you crave? So I answered about the cravings, but just a little update. So what I eat these days, I'm at week 13. So right now what I like to eat, barbecue sauce still, potatoes still, any form, boiled, baked, fried, any type of potatoes, carbs in general. So bread, what do I really like? I really like orange juice, natural orange juice, lime juice, just natural juices just feel so nice. Oh my god. So natural juices. What else do I really like? I like jelly, like strawberry jelly on my little crackers. I like mangoes first thing in the morning. I really like, I had this phase where every day I ate white spaghetti boiled with just a little bit of pepper and garlic, and I would have it white with a little bit of ketchup. It doesn't sound too appealing right now, but I think that if it were in front of me, I would definitely eat it, but not craving it as much. What else do I like? Yeah, it just really depends, but mangoes, fruit juice, crackers, strawberry jellies, potatoes, white rice, and barbecue sauce. Yes. For the workout, so I just started working out again. I had stopped at the beginning just to see how things were evolving, but I just started again a few days ago. So just the regular, I started swimming again, and then I still do boxing, but don't panic. It's just very slow. We go very slowly, and we work with like small weights, so to tone my arms. We do some leg exercise, but everything that I used to do, but I just take it very slowly. What else? Have you heard of gestational, I don't know if that's how you say it in English, diabetes? Yes, I have. That's the question. I don't know if she means am I doing anything to prevent? Not for now, honestly. Like, I've heard of it. They talk about it on my app. In case you were wondering, I use Ovia and I use Pregnancy Plus, but I haven't really focused on it much. How do I handle morning sickness? I don't have morning sickness. At the beginning, I had like a nausea that was there almost all day, but it was very light. It was like this very annoying nausea that stayed with me throughout the day, and then it stopped. And then weirdly, in the last few days, I get evening nausea. So it's not sickness per se where you vomit and you feel like crap, but it's more like nausea. It came in the evening and it was very bad. It lasted 3 days. They gave me a medicine to help with that. I bought it, but I didn't take it. Kind of got encouraged by my mom to just kind of wait and see if it would pass on its own. So yeah, no morning sickness. What else? Okay, so I think that was it. I don't have any more questions. So thank you guys so much for all of your questions. I really appreciate it, and I hope I answered everything that you were expecting from me. Don't hesitate. Check out my Instagram page. You can always send me a DM, or check out if I'm ever doing a Q&A to ask more questions, because as I'm entering the second trimester, I'm sure I will have a lot of things to share. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.